Hello, 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 my YouTube subscribers and my subscribers to be. This is the Real News Talk Show, and I'm coming to you once again. This time, my topic is about Azriel Clary and the entire R. Kelly ordeal. Um, Look, Azriel Clary came out on the video and stating that Jocelyn Savage and R. Kelly both molested her. And she was saying it on the camera for everyone to hear that it actually happened, all of the stuff that everyone felt in the very beginning. So, you guys, this is what's really going on. Look, I feel that she's now coming out because of the fact that all of the money is gone. And the reason I'm saying that is because she didn't come out before the money was gone. You see what I'm saying? So now she's coming out saying, so that can be a wishy-wishy situation because now it feels like she's a liar. And the reason I'm saying that because she lied to the police. And my topic today is, what will they do to her for lying? You know, because if they interviewed her about R. Kelly, and this has been going on for quite some time, they want to find out, in fact, if he is a molester. They wanted to put him behind bars even prior to, before he got behind bars this last time. That interviewed her and Jocelyn Savage, and Azriel Clary was the main one that was taken off of R. Kelly, you guys. That is horrific. So that tends to make, I'm not on a topic about was R. Kelly guilty or not. We all know that he is pretty much guilty, which is why he's still locked up. But my topic is about Azriel Clary coming out now, this late date, after the police have interviewed her. They have talked to both of them about the situation, and neither one of them cracked. So for her to crack now that everything is gone pretty much, it tells you and it lets you know her character, that she was all about, she was in it for only the money. She was. Because she was holding on when they investigated and asked them questions about, did R. Kelly molest you? The cops. She said it to Jocelyn Savage during the fight. She didn't say it to the police, nor did she say it on Gayle King's show when Gayle King interviewed her. Matter of fact, she went off. She was very upset about Gayle King asking her all these various questions regarding that situation. And so now all of a sudden she's flipping the script and she's saying she was coerced into doing it. No, she wasn't. She had her, if she felt threatened by R. Kelly, that was her time to shine in the camera, breaking the ice right then and there. That was her time. She didn't do it then because she possibly thought that R. Kelly was still going to be making more money. It was going to be more money in it for her. And I even saw a show where she was saying that she's going to be the first black billionaire woman. Somebody needs to tell her she needs to cool down off of that, because when you're in it just for money, she should see that it's not going to work like that. When your heart is not right, it's just not going to work like that. This is why she's in the position she's in, having to pull herself and build herself up, but she's stripping her character by lying from the very beginning to the cops in order to save herself in the Trump Tower for the money, the fame, the lights, and all of the glamour that was around it, even if she was being abused. She had a chance to get out way before now. And to get on a video and live stream and say, I'm going to be the first black billionaire, she's kind of like popping off. That doesn't work. Somebody should tell the young lady that doesn't work. All of that's not nice. To pop off and say you're going to be a billionaire. Well, you thought you was going to be a millionaire when you got with him, because that was the reason most of these young girls got with R. Kelly. was because of the fact they knew that he would engage with a younger girl. They knew that he had money and that he would give it to them. They knew that they could rise up off of his name. They knew that they could be in the limelight. They thought that they were going to be a singer like him, and it never happened. So it was all about the money. It was all about the money. We all know that was wrong what Rkelly did. But after the girls turned grown, this is what I'm saying. When they interviewed those girls were grown enough to talk about the situation and to get out of it. They were no longer kids. Even if something happened when you was a child, you don't stay a child forever. They had a chance to get out. And talking about the mind thing, hell no. Hell no. He did not have Azriel Clary's mind, as we all can tell. Because if he did, she would still be like Jocelyn, still standing up for him. Oh, he never had her mind. She had his mind. And she had his pocketbook. And when it all dwindled away, hell broke loose with her. I mean, she was in that Trump Tower partying to the last minute. She had her friends in there, and I think Jocelyn Savage said something about she had a man in there or something, and you have another man in this man's house? That's not right. That's not right. You have another man in this man's house? Now, did Rkelly really have her mind, you guys? I don't think so. I think she was in it for the money. He didn't have her mind. And when she was talking to Gayle King, he didn't have her mind either. She was just hoping and wishing that he would still possibly make some more music, and she was still riding in the fame part of it all. And like I said, Rkelly, I don't understand the type of people that he would choose, because Rkelly had a chance to be with high-class women. So that goes to show you what his mind was. Because the type of people he chose to be with were the type of people that was on his level. Because we all saw that in the Trump Tower. We saw the ghettoism come out of both of those young ladies. And I mean, they were ghetto to the core. But they were acting like little high-class girls, holding hands with each other, loving on each other, taking up for Rkelly, saying he didn't do any of that, and people was lying on him. And so what are the cops going to do with Azriel Clary for lying to them? They actually lied to the police, saying that he didn't do that. Well, Azriel Clary did. She lied to the police, saying Rkelly didn't do any of the above, and now she's saying on her camera, so everybody could hear, that Jocelyn Savage and Rkelly molested her when she was underage. And I think she was around 17 and had turned 18. But what I'm saying, she was a child underage then, but when she became of age, why didn't she tell the truth to get out of it like she's doing now? She's older now and she's telling. She was older then when the police interviewed her and she didn't tell them. She was in it for the money, you guys. She rode it all the way out and partied in the Trump Tower. She wanted to stay in there that last day. That last day. Because if you guys pull up that video when she was saying, the cops interviewed her and they said, she says, I'm leaving. And so they said, well, when are you going to leave? Now that got me. That's what let me know that she wanted to play in the Trump Tower. You know, the Trump Tower, everybody wants to be in the Trump Tower. She wanted to stay in there, and then all of a sudden people that had never been in there, she had invited them over. So they was partying, you know, in the Trump Tower, and she did not want to let it go. So the cop said, well, when are you leaving? She said, oh, in a couple of days. She may be still in there partying with her friends. And see, Jocelyn Savage, she was coming over to get her things and to take her things, you know, away from the Trump Tower. And they were fighting over this and fighting over that. And she was throwing, well, you can take his award. You can take this. You can take that, because she possibly had already taken everything that she wanted, because you saw how everything was all boxed up. The place looked a mess. It looked a mess. And then to top it off, Jocelyn Savage went to jail behind all of their madness. So my thing is, what are they going to do about Azriel Clary lying to the police that R. Kelly did not molest her? R. Kelly did not abuse them. It was on Gayle King's show. She even tried to correct that. And she said, well, I know Robert's been fooling all of you guys. Robert's been fooling all of you guys. Well, so was she. She was fooling all of us too. And she was of age. She was fooling us too and had everybody confused, because I was confused too, because I'm like, well, these two young ladies are sitting up here. They have a chance to leave. They're on Gayle King's show. They have a chance. They was going in and out of court with all the police and everybody around. They had a chance to flee and they didn't. So I'm thinking, wow, in my mind, both of them saying that he didn't do it. And they've talked to the police and they're not with their families, and they're really making me think, wow, I wonder what's really going on. So Azriel Clary, just like she said Robert was fooling us, Robert R. Kelly was fooling the world, so was she when she got grown, because she didn't stop it long ago when she was investigated by the police and they were trying to get the situation at hand then. So what are they going to do to her for lying? That's all I want to say. I don't have anything to do with these people business. I'm just online talking. This is the Real News Talk Show. And everyone saw the video, and I thought it was disgusting for them to go out like that, when in fact they were acting really classy, like classy young ladies. They were holding hands. They were dressed to the max. They had on, something like this St. John outfit. They had on all kind of classy looking purses, and I was like, oh my God, they're really classy. I was like, wow, these are some classy girls, and they're saying R. Kelly didn't do it. So if Robert fooled everybody, Azriel Clary fooled everybody, and until Jocelyn say he did it to her, she would have fooled everybody as well. This is the Real News Talk Show, and I just wanted to bring that to you guys. What do you think about Azriel Clary not standing up for herself on Gayle King's show, when we all know that she's very boisterous, she's bold, bodacious? She could have came out of that was her time. So she would, just like R. Kelly was fooling everybody, she was fooling everybody, including him, because she was in it for the money, and she rode it all the way out to the end in the Trump Tower, partying with other people in the man's house, had the house looking like shit, and didn't want to leave. She told the cops, I'll be leaving in 2 days. Maybe 2 days. She's probably still there partying until they kick her all the way out in the streets. It was really horrific how they cut up. Both of them cut up. It was really, really horrific. But the only reason I'm really on this show about Azriel Clary, because she's the one that sat on Gayle King's show and went off on Gayle King, when in fact now she's saying that R. Kelly and Jocelyn Savage, both of them, sexually abused her while she was underage. And what I'm saying, if that happened, it was wrong, but it was also wrong for her to be an adult and just now telling, when the cops had already asked her long ago and she didn't tell them the truth. And she was grown at that point. You don't stay a kid forever. When you was molested as a child, that's one thing, but when you become matured and boisterous like Azriel Clary is, she should have let it out of the bag, and on TV or at the courthouse going in and out of court, let it out of the bag just like she's doing now. She was grown then when they asked her about it, and she's grown now, and she's just now letting it out. So that's all I have to say about it. I feel that she was in it for the money, and that Trump Tower gave her status and everything, and people are telling us she's cute now, to whereas before nobody probably even looked at her. She built her self-esteem through whatever it is that R. Kelly was doing, molesting her or whatever they were all doing together that was wrong. That's how she built up her status through that. And when she became grown, she had a chance to get out of it and she lied to the cops, and she's just now saying that it was true. So she had us fooled, just like R. Kelly. So see, by her being young, she didn't know what she was saying. She was saying, Robert had all of y'all fooled. Robert had all of y'all fooled. Well, she had all of us fooled right with Robert. And now she's coming out of the bag. She was grown on Gayle King's show, and she didn't come out of the bag because she thought he was going to get off and more money and fame was coming under his belt. That's all I have to say, you guys. Click like, share, and subscribe, and I'll be coming back with more of the Real News Talk Show. I am your Real News host, and I will talk to you later. Bye.